Hey everybody, I know it's been quite a while since I did a video. I have to apologize for that, but there's a few reasons. One of them really good, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. First reason is just it's finally been nice here. I live in Vermont, and you know, we deal with pretty harsh winters sometimes, and it's finally been absolutely beautiful. Like the last week, we've had like 70 to 80 degree weather all week. No rain, so we've been able to do a lot of outside work and just, you know, stuff that you gotta do this time of year. So that's one thing. The stuff with my dentures is going really good. I definitely can say that I feel a lot more used to them now. I don't have that bulky, uncomfortable feeling. The excess saliva is gone, and I'm finally to that point. Like before I had my dentures, I had people tell me, you know, after a while you kind of don't even realize they're there. And when I first got them, I thought, no way. But I'm to that point now. There's times that I almost forget that I'm wearing them, and that's awesome. I just feel a lot more confident. A good example is my son plays baseball, my oldest, my 9-year-old, and we started having games this last week. And like previous seasons, like a lot of the other parents of these kids are kids like people that I went to high school with, so I know them already. And it felt so awful to not feel comfortable talking to people that I know just because of my teeth. But I've noticed this year, like last night, we had a game, and there was 4 other moms there that I went to school with. I graduated with 2 of them, and a couple others were the year ahead of me. And we're all sitting watching the game, laughing. You know, I almost felt like it was high school again. Like I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. And part of it was the fact that I felt comfortable enough to laugh out loud. You know, before I was laughing at B, you know, behind my hand, or, you know, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And that felt pretty good. So that was pretty cool. And the other thing, the reason I haven't been on, and this is kind of the big thing, my bigger update, is kind of a long story. So closer to 3 weeks ago, my husband and I were talking about having me go see my doctor about getting my tubes tied. I've mentioned before that we have 3 boys. They're ages 9, 6, and 2. And I actually wanted to get my tubes tied a lot sooner, but I didn't want to have, you know, the surgery from getting my teeth extracted, plus do the tubes tied, you know, the same time or close to it. I wanted to get through this first with my teeth and then worry about that. So now that I'm used to them, I thought, okay, you know, I'll call my doctor and get this going. And that was my plan. But then probably about a week ago, I realized I haven't had my, you know, period for a while. So I go and take a test, and sure enough, positive. So great. That's, you know, at first we were kind of scared, and then we got kind of excited, but it's not too great. I went to the doctor this past Monday to have blood work done, and apparently my hormone levels are really low. So that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I'm definitely going to lose the baby, but I don't know how to say it. It's preventing me from getting too excited. I've had a miscarriage before. I also had an ectopic pregnancy, and it's very painful to go through emotionally. And I'm scared to let myself get excited until I know everything's going to be okay. So as of this minute, I mean, yes, I'm expecting again, but I don't know if it's going to stay, if that makes sense. But if it doesn't, I don't know if you guys believe in fate or, you know, everything happens for a reason. I personally do. And I just think the timing of all this is just, you know, kind of weird. I was talking about going to get my tubes tied, and then a little bit later, this literally stopped me, you know, this pregnancy and not knowing what's going on. So my husband and I were talking a few nights ago, and we've decided that hopefully, I mean, obviously we want this baby to stay. I don't want to miscarry. I really don't, and I really hope I don't, but it just doesn't look good right now with, you know, my blood work results, the way that they're coming back. So, you know, I'm prepared if it doesn't stay, you know, I hope not, but we've decided that if it doesn't, that we're going to try for a 4th anyway. So, that's kind of my other big news, and I've been kind of caught up with all that lately, and another reason I haven't been on to post videos. So yeah, we've got 3, and, you know, maybe I'm crazy for wanting a 4th. You know, I don't know. We were really set at 3 after I had my 2-year-old, you know, after he was born, but we just honestly feel like with the timing of things that this happened for a reason. It stopped me from going to get fixed, pretty much. And I think there was a reason for that. I don't think I was meant to get my tubes tied yet, apparently. So, yeah, hopefully, you know, say some prayers for me that I don't miscarry, and I really hope I don't. But if it doesn't work out, then someday we're going to have another baby, and it feels weird for me to say that. So, yeah, so that's that. And like I said, my dentures are going really good, and You know, I forget, like I said, I forget I'm wearing them sometimes. I don't really have a whole lot else to update you guys with that. I wish I did. You know, I want to try to be as helpful as possible, but I've been kind of boring with them, I guess. I haven't had any sore spots, no problems, no big complaints. They're still fitting pretty good. I have noticed, you know, it's been probably about a month and a half now since I had them. They do feel a little looser than, you know, the day I got them, but that's to be expected. You know, you have, you know, bone loss, especially in the first year, and I had my surgery in January, so I'm still within that, you know, first 6 months to a year where, you know, it's gonna shrink more. So I knew that was probably gonna happen. They're not so loose that it's like driving me crazy or anything. I use the cushion grip, like I talked about in the last video, and that takes care of that little bit of looseness, so that helps. I know eventually I will have to go and, you know, probably get a reline with my dentist if they get really bad, but as of right now, they're good. So that's it. You know, I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and sorry I haven't been on, but, you know, and I'll update again once I do. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this with the whole pregnancy thing. I do have an appointment with my doctor again Monday for my blood work, so I know, just really one way or another, I just want to know what's going to happen. You know, it'd be nice to know it's going to be okay, because then I can get excited. You know, I haven't even really told a lot of people until now, just because, you know, it's so up in the air, and it's kind of, you know, hard to deal with that. So I'm hoping, you know, by early next week I have some answers one way or another, and just hopefully can get through this. So I hope you guys are doing good. You know, as always, if you have any questions about the dentures or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment below. I also have plans, depending on what happens with this. If the pregnancy sticks, I'll probably be starting a separate channel so I can document my pregnancy. If it doesn't, then I'll have a separate channel about me trying to get pregnant. So if any of you any of you out there watching these are either, you know, mothers that plan to have more kids, or you're in the same boat of wanting a baby, keep an eye out for that, well, depending on which way this goes. So I hope you guys are doing good. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.